Modern pop music, it's a beautiful thing. There's lots of catchiness, good vibes, good times, lots of weird unconsensual sex, lots of alcohol, lots of ice dripping off your wrist, fast cars that I could never afford, and relationships that sound like no relationship I've ever been in. So I don't know. You tell me what the problem with modern pop music is. But seriously though, we are going to destroy modern pop music today. Let me explain. Hey everybody, I'm Clifford Stummy, the Pop Song Professor. Welcome to my channel where we explain and oftentimes complain about pop music. And today we are talking about the problem with modern pop music. We're going to be hearing from you guys in just a sec, but for the record, here are my three main problems with pop music personally. And to be fair, there are good ones out there. Ariana Grande's Thank You Next was pretty decent, Logic does a good job, and Taylor Swift can do no wrong. But there are still three things that songwriters do that tee me the frick off. Number one, their songs are soulless. It's just an empty shell of a story that's so vague and non-specific that it could apply to anyone, and I never feel like I'm connecting to the person who wrote the song. Like Bruno Mars's Finesse. Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever, so tonight I'm gonna show you off. I don't care. And who is Bruno Mars anyway? The world will never know, because I don't think I've ever heard a song by him that shared anything about who he is as a person. Pop music is oftentimes soulless. Second, it's full of people bragging about how their lives are supposedly way better than mine because they have way more money, way more fame, and way more success. Panic at the Disco, Brendan Urie had high hopes for a living, and now look, hey ma, I made it. I'm one of the greatest people in the world. Or like all of the features on DJ Khaled's I'm the One, basically telling that girl, you don't have a hope because I'm the greatest guy out there. I don't know about the last time that you guys did math, but there's like 4 of them, so how can they all be the one? I'm just not about paying money to listen to people tell me that they have way more money than me. Yeah, I just gave it to you, you numbskull. And third, it's full of people promoting lives that aren't ethical, realistic, or healthy. Why is Post Malone talking about shooting people in Rockstar? Why does every rapper refer to women as bitches? And why does every song put out by Kodak Black sound vaguely or explicitly rapey? Basically, why would I never ever in a million years want to be like the people who are singing in these songs? Even the ones who just sing about relationships, all their relationships are too complicated, dramatic, and messy. So the question is, how can we fix this? Well, apart from all of these people getting a life and caring more about you as a listener than about them making money, there are 3 classical principles of art we can use to decide whether a song is worth listening to or creating. Number 1, is it true? Does this song promote a message that is realistic and honest, true to life and what we've experienced? Spoiler alert, consequence-free sex with tons of people and speeding down the highway at 150 miles per hour in your Lamborghini is not realistic. Number 2, is the song good? Which basically, in the classical sense, means does it fulfill the purpose it was set out for? So if some stupid rapper tells us that a song was meant to entertain us, but all it does is make us feel jealous about how he has everything more than us, is it really good? And third, is it beautiful? Does the song delight us? Is there a moment of epiphany or appreciation, the same way when we watch a sunrise or listen to birds sing? Does the song touch your soul? Now, not every song is going to really live up to all 3 of these, but 1 or 2 out of 3 would be nice. Whew. Okay. Gotta calm down. I'm off my soapbox now, and I want to see what you guys have to say about this topic. Artsy Erica makes a good point. Honestly, if you think that all modern music is bad, then you are not looking in the right places. I think that there's more problem in the top charts. And to be fair, I think that that is largely accurate, though individual charts all seem to kind of have their own private sins. I mean, there's some very clear ones with rap and country. Even alternative rock can be super overdramatic. And when you take the most popular pieces of each genre and mix it into the pop charts, that's when chaos happens. Amira K is a person after my own heart. I think the main problem is there's not a lot of stuff people can relate to lyrically. Not everyone has side chicks and stuff like that, so it just doesn't seem as meaningful as it used to be. And I would add to that, I don't really know when pop music really used to be that meaningful. At least I haven't been alive for it. I mean, what did we have in the 90s? Boy bands? Gabriel Barrow says, I think the problem is that most music nowadays doesn't feel genuine. It's clear that music companies just want the next big hit, and I think that's a really good point. Anytime your art economy is based off of cash, whatever the most important thing is will always win. So if the most important thing is being clear and genuine and honest and helping people, then that's what everybody's gonna gravitate towards. But if you can make money off of something and people want money more, money's what's gonna win. Which means, actually guys, that the solution lies with us. We gotta stop listening to crap. If everyone stopped listening to Kodak Black and Katy Perry, the record labels would start giving us music that we actually want. And that's not to say that those people haven't put out a good song at some point, or that there's not an opportunity for a party song, but the three principles still apply. Is the fun song or the party song, is it still true? Is it still good? And is it still beautiful? Diego Dantas, the problem is repetition and banalities in the lyrics. Here in Brazil, the funk just tells about sex and nothing more. I think music is losing its poetry. Yeah, and that's because we're not demanding poetry and supporting artists who have poetry in their lyrics. Seriously guys, if we can find artists who sound good and are catchy, but also say important, valuable, good, true, and beautiful things, we need to support the heck out of them. Bottle Rocket Jays makes a really good point. Too much of, quote, everything is happy, unquote. I think we need a balance of happy music and music that gives solidarity and comfort for the less than happy times. And yeah, you know, the reason that doesn't work is because the sad music doesn't sell as well. Now, Adele can sell sad music, but not everybody has that skill. But Logic's been trying harder at that, 21 Pilots does a good job at that, and Taylor Swift even has songs for times like that as well. Lily Pop makes an excellent point. Way too many cliches. Also, almost all modern/pop music has no meaning in it. Most of it talks about breakups, drugs, girls, etc. You know you've hit some sort of rock bottom if you don't have anything new to say that somebody else hasn't said before. At the very least, you can still talk about the same topic somebody else talked about, but you gotta talk about it from your own perspective and in your own way. Kobe Lee says, I don't think there is a problem. Music is 100% subjective. Not to mention that there is more music being made in more styles than ever before. I think that the advance and lots of opportunities and directions for creativity is awesome. And yes, music is subjective, but truth, goodness, and beauty are not. Does the song conform to reality? And that doesn't mean you can't sing about unicorns, but you still need to tap into the deeper truths of the world we live in. Is it good? Does it fulfill the purpose that it was intended for? And is that purpose worthwhile? And 3, is it beautiful? Is it something that pleases us, that we want to listen to, that is unified and well constructed and valuable? If we lose those principles, then somebody going has no excuse for not becoming the top #1 hit. That is copyrighted. You cannot steal that and upload that anywhere and take all my royalties. And honestly, if people wanted to hear me go and call that a #1 hit, okay, I'm not gonna stop you. But if that's what you're listening to, you are missing out on opportunities to become a better person, to make the world a better place, to grow, to be challenged, to understand the world more. And there are songs out there that I hate that somebody else is gonna be able to get those values from. More power to ya. But at the same time, I think it's really important that no matter what we're listening to, we are listening to music that follows those 3 principles. And that by listening to it, we are somehow becoming better people. Even if that's just enjoying ourselves freely and without worry about what other people think while we listen to Shake It Off by Taylor Swift. Those of you who are still watching, comment below a song that you believe is true, good, and beautiful. I will probably go listen to them because there aren't enough songs like those in the world. And if you want to join a community where we talk about stuff like this, check out my description for the Pop Song Professor community. I'd love for you to join, but in the meantime, go ahead and check out these videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.